All right. That's my Matthew McConaughey impression. What's good, baby? Hello, family. Welcome to episode 80-something. I think it's 84. Might be 83. It's in the low 80s. Welcome to the Brent Pella Show. This is the show. I'm thinking about changing the name of the podcast. I'm thinking about changing the name to the Vibecast. Thinking about it. What do you think of that rebrand, everybody? Let me know in the comments below that I may or may not read. Guys, a lot to talk about in this episode because I don't have anything to talk about, which means we're going to talk about a lot of things. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys have listened to more than 5 episodes, wow, dude, thank you. That's so cool. If you've only listened to one, also thank you. I make no money off this podcast. I literally just do it to hang out and chill and talk and vibe. That's it. That's why I want to call it the Vibecast. But we'll get into that in a minute after a word from our sponsor, baby. Don't fast forward. Do not fucking fast forward the show. Do not do it. Please don't do it. Masszymes from Bioptimizers. Guys, they're doing a whole giveaway for the month of October. They will send you a free bottle of 30 of these guys for free. Plus, that's not all. Plus, they'll send you 2 books. One, From Sick to Superhuman. This one's packed with a bunch of pro tips on how to be healthy, how to manage your gut biome, what to do with water, what types. Ooh, this is a good one. Avoid plastic bottles. Mineralize your water. Add high-quality salts, Himalayan or sea salt. Avoid tap water, use filters. How to know if you're deficient in minerals and vitamins, what foods are full of vitamins and minerals that are bioavailable, blah, blah, blah. Power move, eat grass-fed and wild meat. Lots of other things, along with reasonings and explanations. I'm a huge proponent of health. I think you should be treating your body like $1 million racehorse at all times. You know, LeBron James puts over $1 million into his body every year. Obviously, he can, because he has that kind of money. But for you and I, people that want to look like LeBron maybe, but just don't have the monetary resources, now you can have a lot of those resources for free. They will send you this book, and they'll send you the Ultimate Carnivore Cookbook. This is rad. I love this one. It's got all kinds of awesome keto-inspired recipes, meat-based recipes, low-carb, high-fat recipes. I'm not really keto myself. I kind of take a little bit from that ideology, I guess you could call it, from that whole diet plan, along with the carnivore diet, along with the low carb and low gluten or no gluten ideas. I kind of take a lot. Ooh, roasted bone marrow. Dude, if you've never had bone marrow, wild. So good. And leaves you feeling really, really awesome and full and nutrientized. So how do you get this stuff? You will go to the link that I'm going to post shortly after releasing this podcast episode, because I actually don't have the link right now. I'm recording this the day before they send me the link. So you will have the link down below. So go down below. And if you're on podcasts, if you're just listening to the audio, hey, bro, I don't got the link for you yet. Okay. Wish I did. It'll be something like masszymes.com/Brent Pella is fucking awesome or something like that. But I'll post it on my Instagram story. So my Instagram is Brent Pella. You can, I think even if you don't have Instagram, you can view my story. I'm not sure if that's true. I'll post it on Facebook and Twitter as well. Twitter is @Brent Pella. You'll be able to see the link for free, and they will send you 30 free pills of Masszymes and 2 free books. Okay. That's a lot of ad read. Here we go. What was I just about to say that involves all that? Oh, bone marrow. Bro, bone marrow is so fucking good. I went to a spot in Austin, Texas last time I was in Austin and got bone marrow tacos. They gave me a plate of bones cut in half. The bones were roasted. I don't even know if they had salt and pepper on them because roasted bone marrow, you scrape it out of the bone and you spread it on like a taco. I spread it on a taco, or you can just spread it on toasted bread or a non-gluten, non-carby cracker, whatever you want to do. It's so good. It's like nature's butter. Very, very delicious. Highly recommend you go eat bone marrow, dude. It's so crazy how my perspective toward nutrition and health has changed from when, just even 5 years ago, especially 10 years ago though. Like I remember being in high school and we would have pasta nights before home games. everybody would get together at one teammate's house and eat mad amounts of carbs. Just crazy pasta, pizza, dessert, soda, everything, dude. And my JV basketball coach was a doctor. Hey, Coach Silva, what were we doing, man? I love you. Love you. You're a great guy. But what, dude, just heaping spaghetti into our mouths. Maybe that's better for you when you're younger because your body's using it in a different way. I have no idea. But being 16 and just shoveling garlic bread into my face hole was how I prepared for basketball games. And now, if I do that, I don't poop for 4 days. Okay? Things are changing. Things are a-changing. But yeah, it's I've been doing a lot more different. I've been testing my body in different ways recently. In Tempe, Arizona this past week. Also, shout out to Tempe before I get into that. Shout out to Tempe, Arizona, dude. The Tempe Improv in Arizona was the first club that gave me a feature weekend. Now, when you feature, that means you're opening for somebody else. It's the guy that goes right before the headliner, right? So there's usually at a club a host that does 10 minutes. He's someone local, someone newer. Then a feature who's basically a pro, but not quite at headliner level. And then the headliner. And in 2016, I should not have featured. I was probably not good enough to feature, but I did. They gave it to me, and I featured there. And now, this past Thursday was my first ever headline set at an improv comedy club. The Improvs are the most well-known brand in stand-up comedy and comedy clubs. And this is the first one that gave me a headline spot, the first improv to do it. So Tempe, Arizona, you have my heart. Never let it go. Now, when I was in Tempe, and thank you everyone that came out because we had over 250 people out in that bitch, and we raged, dude. That shit was a party, dude. That was a party, okay? That was everything I wanted the show to be. There were some clunky, awkward moments, which is great because that's how you learn. That's how I can figure out what to do better and differently to move through different things. The live show is changing, bro. The live show, your boy's live show is not stand-up comedy. My shit is all over the place, and it is a crazy acid trip through a different dimension, and I hope y'all come. I'm going to be in Irvine, California, on Thursday, October 28th. I'm going to need you to bring every single person you know. Oxnard, California on Thursday, November 4th. I believe San Diego on December 5th. That is TBD. Or December 3rd, whatever that Friday is. And it's at like a hotel ballroom type deal. It's going to be an indie show, so it's not the full shebang, but it's a one-nighter, and I'm doing like 20 to 30 minutes. So it's going to be fun. And then Austin in January at some point. And then hopefully everywhere else very soon. You know, we're scratching and clawing for dates over here, but we appreciate everything that we get. And thank you guys for coming out. Now, Tempe, Arizona, there's a spot called Optimize, and it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's not a gym. It's like a health and wellness facility. They have saunas. They have lounge chairs where you zip up into the inflatable leg boots, and they inflate and deflate and compress your legs to cycle through whatever that does. Your lymph nodes is the thing that it does that I can't think of right now. And then they have a hot tub. I said the sauna part. They have red light therapy, and they have a cold tub. Oh my God, dude. That cold tub. I didn't think my little peen could get any colder, any smaller. I didn't think my little peen could get any smaller than it got when I got in the cold tub. It just went, oh, this is my impression of my penis. When I got into a cold tub, this is my impression of my penis when I got into a cold tub. Oh, okay, see ya. That's it. That's what it did. It was like, oh, okay, you're going to do this now? I'm out of here. Peace. I'm going to leave for about 47 minutes. See ya. Let me know when you get back to room temp. Dude, wild. I was shivering to my core in that shit. But it was really good like test, like self-test for my own mental strength, physical strength, yes, but I think it's more mental than anything because physically I know that I can last a few minutes in the cold tub, but mentally is really, if you know physically, like you're not going to die, right? You know you're not going to die if you're in the cold tub for 3 minutes. You know you're not going to die, but your brain is screaming for you to get out of that bitch. Screaming. So it was really like, it was overcoming that. I did 2 minutes, and then the next time I did 2.5. And then the time after that, I did 2 minutes. And the time after that, I did 3. So I got all the way up to 3. And I was just sitting there just trembling, dude. Unbelievable. Highly recommended. It's similar to an ice bath. It's harder to me than cryo. And cryo's like negative, what is cryo? Negative 150? Let me see. Because the cold tub was 42 degrees, which I thought wasn't even that hot. Or I mean, that obviously not that hot. I thought 42 degrees wouldn't be that cold. How cold is cryotherapy? That's what I'm looking up right now. Young Jamie, pull that up. Yeah, dude, it was negative 180 is what we were in for a cryo chamber. That was negative 180 degrees Fahrenheit, dude. Negative 180, okay? That was in a room with, and that's just how cold the little box was with all the steam, the cold steam. But the tub was 42, and it was harder, which is so crazy to me. Anyways, I highly recommend it. And it's wild that I'm doing all these things, these new things. I'm going to try a float tank next week just to really fuck up my psyche. Or I guess not next week because I'm leaving. Soon, though. Soon I will do a float tank. I know our Lord and Savior Joe Rogan does float isolation tanks all the time, and he has great things to say. So I really want to try that because, as we all know, every straight white man wants nothing more than to be Joe Rogan. But the cold tub was really good. It was good. Challenge yourself mentally. It was good. It was great. It was good. It was great. It was good and it was great. What else we got, dude? Did you guys see? Okay, so with all the mandate stuff going on right now, Los Angeles just implemented this new mandate, which just infuriated me to the very essence of my being. You have to show your Vax card at grocery stores, gyms, restaurants, literally everywhere. And it's like, dude, we're not. It's plateaued. You know, when do we stop? When does it end? When do we end, dude? You know how many people in LA are good at Photoshop? Come on, dude. Come on. You know how many people are good at Photoshop? A lot. I'm not encouraging people to be good at Photoshop. I'm just saying there are many people in Los Angeles that are very good at Photoshop. That's just a fact, okay? I am not. I have to hire people. But it's like, it just doesn't make sense. The shit doesn't make sense, logically or scientifically. I'm talking about the mandate. And being anti-mandate does not mean you are anti-vax. So I can't wait to pull this clip out the day I get called out and throw it on Twitter. Draymond Green, basketball player for the Golden State Warriors. Great defender. Don't know him personally, but we have some mutual friends. If you didn't see this, he spoke out against the mandate and against being pressured to get the vaccine. And the way he spoke was fucking awesome, dude. And I encourage everybody to YouTube search Draymond Green, Draymond Green. Draymond Green talks about vaccine, whatever the fuck. Because his teammate, Andrew Wiggins, does not want to get it for religious reasons / personal reasons. Great. Good thing we live in America where you can choose to do that, right? One would think. But no, it's the NBA, so they're not going to let him play in home games because in San Francisco, where the Golden State Warriors play, you have to be vaccinated to enter the arena. And Draymond Green is like, I thought we lived in the land of the free. I thought we could make these choices for ourselves. It's not up to me to pressure him. It's up to him to make a decision. And it's not up to me to ask him why or why not he made that decision. And now we're putting all this propaganda out there and y'all are pressuring everybody and it's becoming very anti-American. So what's interesting about that is in today's like super crazy climate of everything's about race and everything's about mandates and emotion. What's funny is you're not seeing a ton of shit thrown at Draymond Green. Okay? You're not. And I'm very happy for that. And I'm very grateful that he spoke out, especially being in an organization like the NBA, which is a global brand, one of the biggest brands and the biggest corporations in the world, multi-billion-dollar business. And here's a guy, one of the stars, saying, hey, to mandate someone and force them to get the vaccine is just simply not American. And it's anti-freedom. And that is fucking awesome, dude. And so I hope more and more people like that start speaking out, okay? So we can get rid of the bullshit and move past the shit. We're not going to, COVID will never be over unless they start acting with logic instead of emotion. And when I say they, I mean our wonderful leaders. Because look at all the other states, dude. Look at California's rate is low as fuck. And it's not even close to being where a lot of other states in the country are in terms of mandates. I don't know, dude. It's like people are addicted to living in fear. It's comfortable to live in fear. It's comfortable to live in fear for a lot of people. The fear of germs. I was on my fucking elevator with my buddy Blake Weber, whose real name is Aristotle, by the way. And we were on my elevator, and me and him were in the elevator, and the doors were about to close, and this woman walked up with her laundry, and so I held the door open, and she looked at us, and she was like, oh, it's okay. And she walked away to go up the stairs. And I called out, and I was like, no, you can come on. It's okay. And I heard her around the corner. She was like, no, it's fine. And I felt like so pitiful. I pitied her in like a empathetic way. Because I'm not mad at her. Like, I feel sorry for her because she's been conditioned to the point where she's scared to get on an elevator with two guys. In broad daylight is an apartment building. I was holding like a box of props, just a cardboard box. We don't look scary. And she didn't want to get, because there's plenty of room in the elevator, dude. Just come vibe in the elevator for a couple floors, dude. Just come vibe. It's a vibey ass elevator, dude. Just come vibe in the elevator, dude. People need to be vibing in elevators much more than they are right now. I think that is the main issue in the world. But the fear that somebody lives with like that, is just insanity to me. And then you talk about, dude, I got a friend, I got a lot of friends who think that the vax is just a way to depopulate the world. And I think that is a different type of fear. This is your boy ranting now, okay? You've pressed play on the episode. Now you're getting your boy ranting, okay? I'm pro-freedom, anti-mandate, neutral on the vax. Anyone who wants it should get it and stop forcing people to. And I do not think that it's depopulating the world. I saw the Bill Gates shit. I saw what he said. Yes. And it's a fucking weird quote from that dude. I already don't like him. I already don't like the dude. That quote shit about how he wants to, what did he say? Reduce population growth, not reduce the population. And he wants to do it by inoculating people at a young age so that their parents won't keep having offspring, because in these third world countries, a lot of times parents will have many, many, many kids because they know that the chances of their kids dying or starving is a lot higher because of where they live in their environment, which is beyond sad. No, it shouldn't be like that anywhere. No one should be just popping out babies left and right because they know some of them are going to die. That is fucking tragic, first and foremost. There's a lot. That's a whole other topic to unpack there. I don't know what the fuck Bill Gates does like for his life every day. Does he wake up and just thinks about how he can stick more needles into people? I have no idea. But it just struck me as so fucking weird. It still doesn't get me on board with the depopulation theory. And the fact that they're just trying to kill off people. Because, hey, man, look at the people that are so quick to get the vax and the people that aren't. The people that aren't are the ones with all the fucking guns. So if all the people who got the vax start dying off, then the people with the fucking guns are going to rise up. You know what I mean? They're not going to just let the government come through and herd them all into Wyoming so that the government and all the elites can have all the other states. Nah, dude, come on, bro. That's a whole other fear. If that's the way somebody's living, that's a whole other different type of fear. So living with fear is never good, right? And I think a big part of not living with fear is identifying your belief system and where the fear lies within your belief system. I'm sure it lies within my belief system in different places. I don't know where. I gotta fucking analyze myself to figure that out. But within these two spheres of conversation, one being COVID fear and one being, depopulation, vaccine is death fear. Those are both fears. Those are both fears that one, you're conditioned in from the media and mainstream people and basically everybody on the far left. And the other one you're conditioned into through conspiracy theories and baseless allegations and that VAERS thing, VAERS, which anybody could type anything into. I could go type into that right now that I got the vaccine and it gave me horns and a tail started growing out of my butthole. And that would be there and it wouldn't get fact checked. It would just be there. So stuff like that, you got to not get fucking caught up in. You know what I mean? Just take a breath. And don't live with fear. Live with logic and reason, okay? And sometimes it's the Occam's razor thing, dude. Sometimes the most obvious explanation is the explanation. And the most obvious thing to me in this case feels like, hey, these motherfuckers are acting out of logic and out of pocket and not with science, with all these mandates and bullshit. And they're doing it just for power and control. And then on the other side, dude, the vaccine isn't going to kill everybody. It's not going to depopulate people. We got these people acting like dumb pieces of shit over here with their mandates. And we got these people acting like the whole world is about to implode, right? And it's not. There's a million other things to look out for with China and Russia and propaganda and fucking troll factory farms turning everybody against each other and stolen IP and all this other stuff. But the vaccine killing everybody is just not something I can get on board. I don't know how we got into the fear conversation, but let's get out of it now. Because Draymond Green. So everybody go watch Draymond Green's thing. It's wonderful, and it's fucking pro-freedom and awesome. Oh, man. You guys ever notice how everyone from your hometown is either pregnant or a nurse or working in finance? Dude, everyone I went to high school with, every single person is either pregnant, working in finance, or a nurse. Every single person, guy and girl, everybody. And the finance stuff, I don't even know what the fuck you're doing in finance. What do you do in finance? You just move money around? What is that? You just type numbers in and just be like, oh, money, money, money. You go to work, money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. And then you go home? I don't understand that world. It's a crazy world. But I keep scrolling through Instagram and seeing people that I went to high school with that are pregnant all the time. Everybody's always pregnant. Why is everybody always pregnant? Stop being pregnant. You're so pregnant. Everybody I went to high school with is pregnant, guy and girl. Every single person is pregnant. Tyler's pregnant. Sean's pregnant. Everybody's pregnant. Everybody's having kids. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's why Bill Gates is trying to shoot everybody up, dude, because he sees everybody in everybody's hometown. It's popping out 1 million kids, dude. Oh, my God. I can't believe it's almost 2022. You realize that? We are 2 months away from 2022. That is nuts. What the fuck? I don't even remember 2019. I'm still, 2020 was like, I think everybody is still kind of living in 2020. Like, we haven't even really realized that it's 2021 yet. And now we got 2022 to deal with? Come on, dude. What? It's too much. It's moving too fast. It's moving way too fast. Man. Guys, I am living in New Jersey for the next 3 weeks. I know, it's a dream, right? I don't think I've ever actually been to New Jersey. I think I've driven through New Jersey a couple of times, but I've never done a show in New Jersey. I've never stayed in New Jersey. I've never visited family in New Jersey. I've never gone sightseeing in New Jersey. Has anybody? But I will be there shooting the next season of Wild 'N Out. Stuck in a COVID bubble because they too enjoy mandates not based in logic. But that's okay. Shout out to Viacom. See how I can disagree with Viacom's practices, but still work for them? Unless they see this clip and fire me, in which case, do what you got to do. But we're shooting in a COVID bubble, so no one's allowed to leave the hotel unless we're going to set. No one's allowed to leave set unless we're going to the hotel. That's it. No restaurants, bars, guests, family members, anything like that. No interacting with the audience. But we will have an audience, which is fucking awesome. But, that's a small sacrifice. We get tested every other day, so that sucks because I don't like getting a Q-tip shoved up my nose. We have to wear a mask during rehearsals and all these little things. And it's like, dude, whatever. I'll take those little sacrifices, dude. If it means being able to perform and make people laugh on a large scale across the world. That's my purpose. My purpose is to be a clown, right? And so if doing my purpose means getting a Q-tip up my nose every 2 days, whatever, I'll do that for a couple of weeks. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal for me. But when it becomes a big deal, because there's one step further. It becomes a big deal. Anyways, I say that to say, if you have any recommendations for food in New Jersey, please drop a comment with your favorite foods in New Jersey. I'll be in Jersey City. So I will be Uber Eatsing and Postmatesing and Grubhubbing, and just getting delivery for all my food because they don't have a damn kitchen in the hotel room, so I can't be cooking. So I'm gonna have to get everything delivered. So please drop a comment, send me a DM with your favorite things to eat near Jersey City, so that I can do that. That'll be great. Some guy DM'd me the other day. What did he DM me? He sent me something. Oh, Nikki texted me. Dude, Nikki is hilarious. Nikki Howard. Her boyfriend was just in that new movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, The Guilty, on Netflix. You guys see that yet? I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's probably my favorite actor working right now. Nikki's boyfriend is in The Guilty. He's the guy who calls Jake Gyllenhaal. You can only hear his voice. He's the biker who fell and broke his leg. It's really funny. So go watch The Guilty. Now I want to read this DM that I got from somebody. It said it was an interesting DM. It made me think. Do I still have it or did I delete it? It was something along the lines of, hey man, you put out so many videos and you're always traveling and in a new place. So I was just wondering, like, how do you stay mentally healthy in between all that? Oh, and I was like, dude, I appreciate your assumption that I am. You know? I appreciate the assumption that I am. But, it got me thinking. It was like, it helped. I started to think about, like, the things that I do to actually stay mentally healthy, because all this shit's crazy, dude. It's crazy to be doing all this stuff, especially like expressing opinions to tens of thousands of people online, and opening up about my thoughts and beliefs and questions that I have regarding politics and current events and social issues and stuff like that. And then getting all the blowback and everything, and like already having legit haters. This weirdo on Twitter just tweeted at me the other day, like, fucking idiot, this guy's so unfunny. And I was like, dude, who are you? He's a PE teacher outside of Chicago. Feline, Felline. I know I'm doxing him, but he kind of doxed himself just by posting a dumbass comment on Twitter. Something like that on Twitter. I was like, dude, who are you? What? This came out of nowhere. It was on some weird tweet. But anyways, like, just all that shit, you kind of got to grow a thick skin and not be affected by it. But the ways you stay mentally healthy, I have no fucking idea. I drink a lot of water. I stretch every day when I wake up for 15 minutes. I do a little sun salutation because your boy loves desert music festivals and has learned some shit. I eat healthy. I usually fast for the morning. I skip breakfast because breakfast is the most important meal of the day to skip. A lot of water. I already said that. Work out a lot. Grateful. I say thank you as often as I can, and I mean it. I think being grateful is one of the most important things you can do, and it'll make you feel better, and it'll make whoever you're around feel better when they receive your authentic gratitude. So I really am conscious of the people who do things that I benefit from or that I'm appreciative of. And I try to express gratitude in a really authentic way because I really mean it. We would be nothing without the people who are around us. So that's the biggest way. I try to stay mentally sane and keep all this craziness moving. And we're going to continue moving, I feel pretty good. You guys feel good? That was a long road. What did we do? What did we talk about? We talked about Jersey. We talked about fear. Just don't be scared of stuff. It's okay to be scared of stuff. Hang on. Now, it's okay to be scared of stuff, but I think it's important that in today's day and age, we identify what is irrational that we're scared of, what fears we hold that are actually irrational, right? I have an irrational fear of bees. So but I'm never going to let that go. I'm going to hold on to that the way people with 2 masks outdoors walking their dogs by themselves are holding on to COVID. I'm going to hold on to my fear of bees. So just identify what might be irrational. Do some thinking. You know what I mean? Do some perspective shifting. Go follow Matt Belinsky on Instagram. Tell him I sent you. He posts awesome stories with very neutral points of view. I believe they're neutral, but of course, in today's world, anything neutral is far right. So I recommend Matt Belinsky, Bilinski, Matt Belinsky on Instagram. Yeah, dude. I think I feel good. Hey, do the thing with the sponsor, okay? Do the thing because they support me, and they literally pay me to do this, and I want to take 100% of that money and put it into videos and people who help me with videos. So it all comes back to you at the end of the day. So please, please, please go get this free offer. All you got to do is pay for shipping and handling, which is going to be like a couple of bucks. They're going to send you this exact bottle. It's got 30 days worth, right? 3 capsules. Serving size 3 capsules, 30 pills. So, no, 30 days. 10 times 30 is 300. Whatever, dude. They're going to send you this bottle of Masszymes along with the Ultimate Carnivore Cookbook and From Sick to Superhuman, the Ultimate Biological Optimization Blueprint. Both of these books are fucking awesome. Highly recommend. And Masszymes I take, just for context, I take this on pasta Sundays. If you don't already, check out at Brent's Food on Instagram. See all my beautiful pasta. I take these during big meals when I do big meals once in a while, or when I'm drinking. And I don't even drink that much, but your boy does he does love a good glass of rosé. I think I just had a stroke there for a second. I just stroked out, but we're back now. I don't have the link for that shit, but look for it on my Instagram story this week. Look for it in the comment section down below and in the description on YouTube. And I love you guys, man. Hey, man, love each other, love yourselves. Love each other, love yourselves, and just keep vibrating highly, okay? Vibrate higher. Keep vibrating high. Love you guys. See ya.